Welcome back to another episode of the Bible from Scroll to Screen. Up until 1826, every King James Bible ever printed had more books than the one we have today. So, what were those extra books? They are called the Apocrypha. The word comes from Greek meaning hidden or set apart. These are ancient Jewish writings, most of them composed during the 400 silent years we covered last episode, written by Jews for Jewish communities covering a wide range of ground. Some read like historical novels, others are wisdom literature, prayers, and philosophy. And then there are additions to books we already know, extra chapters to Daniel, extra scenes to Esther, and even an additional psalm. These books were written and circulating during the same period the Hebrew canon with the 24 books was being finalized. These books were valued but never quite elevated to the same level as the closed canon. Remember the Hellenization we talked about last episode? That's exactly what produced the Septuagint. Jews so immersed in Greek culture that they needed their own scriptures translated. And when they assembled the Greek collection, these extra writings came along with it. And when early Christians inherited the Septuagint as their scripture, so did these additional books. For much of early church history, they were simply part of what you read. It was mingled in with the scripture. But the debate about whether they truly belonged goes back to the earliest centuries. Many church leaders saw them as valuable but secondary. That tension simmered for over 1,000 years. Then in the 1500s, the reformers drew a hard line. Luther argued that if a book was not in the Hebrew Bible, the Tanakh, it had no business being treated as equal scripture. So whatever was not in the Tanakh, he grouped together, moved to a separate section between the Old and New Testaments, and labeled it useful but not equal. The Catholic Church went the other way, formally keeping them as part of their Bible. They still read them as scripture today. Same goes with Orthodox Christians. But that separate section created by Luther slowly became no section at all. By 1826, the British and Foreign Bible Society stopped funding any Bible printing that included the apocryphal sections, partly driven by theological convictions, but also driven by economics. Fewer pages, more Bibles, cheaper to distribute. And that's how they disappeared, leaving us with the 66 canonized books of the Protestant Bible. I hope you found that interesting. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.